Dog set. What up, y'all? It is Mondays 2:16 in the afternoon for you. And that means it's time for GameTime216, all Cleveland, all day. I'm Bobby G, along with the big homie Big Mike from the Man Cave. What's happening, bro?
What's going on?
Chilling, man. Hey, we got a big show, lot to get to, and a little time to get it to you. So, with that being said, before we get into anything, hey, y'all know how to do it. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on so you know the next time that we're here talking all things Cleveland sports and Ohio State, I guess, which is every Monday at 2:16 Eastern. Like I say, man, we got a lot to get into, a little time to get it to you. So we're talking about today. The Browns brass, Scout Arch, everybody heard. Jimmy and Andrew Berry and maybe Kevin Stefanski down in Columbus, checking out the Ohio State Texas game, looking at one quarterback in particular. Hey, also maybe looking at one wide receiver in particular for a little bit down the road. And of course, while we're down there, we might as well talk about the game. Game there was first time 1 versus 2 have ever connected to open the season. Hey, we're gonna talk about it, see what we saw, and let you know how we felt about it. And of course, Browns Bengals coming up. We are less than a week away from the opening game of the season. We're gonna talk about that, and of course, we give you our week 1 picks for the rest of the NFL schedule. Also, gonna talk about the Guardians' young talent. We know the season is over for the team. But over the last week, we have seen a few things to get excited about in preparation for the 2026 season. And we're going to talk about those guys. And, of course, we all heard Max Strus to win some surgery, could miss 3 to 4 months. And we're going to talk about that and how it may affect the Cavs. So, with all that being said, let's get into the first things first. The Browns brass making the trip down to Columbus, making their way downtown. How you feel about that? Do you think it's like a hype thing, or just are you glad to see them like physically doing their due diligence? Because they sent the big guns.
I mean, I'm glad they went down there to see Caleb Downs. He's a high prospect. We need that defensive presence. And he's gonna be something to come out there. He probably be in the top 10. So yeah, I'm glad they went down.
Yeah, hey, we need a safety for sure, man.
Exactly. I like it.
I'm gonna say we may need to say. I mean, Delpit is solid when he's healthy, but bro, just stay healthy for us. And honestly, Hickman, he's had some flashes. Can you put a season together? If Hickman can put a season together, but if he can't, yeah, we would definitely be in need of safety. So I'm not mad at that statement. But yeah, we know what they were down to see. They were down to see number 16, Texas. They got to see him up close and personal. We always know because the freaking the big media, they always remind us of the Tennessee connection that Jimmy has with him and Peyton, and the inside and track that he may have with the Manning family. But all that aside, just before we talk about the game in whole, just purely the quarterback scouting aspect, what's your first takeaways?
He's young. He's still got room to grow, room to improve. I mean, he literally had the lowest on-target percentage in the last 10 seasons that a Texas quarterback has had at 37. I mean, there was a lot of balls that hit the dirt. There were some balls that were overthrown. It looked like they were trying to make it easy for him a little bit. I mean, he had maybe five throws that were more than 10 yards down the field or 15 yards
Right.
down the field. A lot of it was check downs. But
Mm-hmm.
again, he was going against a defense that's a pro defense set up by Patricia. He's that's what he
Absolutely.
runs is pro defenses. So I mean, he got to see what it's really about to be like. But I don't know if I like him doing the sidearm passing the way he was. Like his first pass was sidearm. I'm like, what do you think you are, Bernie Kosar? Come on now,
He
you better calm
said
that shit
Bernie.
down.
Not Bernie. Not
He
Bernie.
was doing that shit a lot. That sidearm. I mean, that had to calm down. You Pat Mahomes, Bernie Kosar type stuff. You chill it out a little bit. But again, first game on the road, 100,000 people going
Mm-hmm.
against number two. Again, the
Yep.
team that you lost to last year. I mean, that's a lot of pressure on him, let alone on the freshman quarterback on the other
Right.
side. I mean, that to me, that was a good game, period. You saw two teams go at each other,
Yeah.
great defenses, young quarterbacks, new regimes all together, and
Mm-hmm.
coordinators and stuff. So, I mean, to me, it was just you got to see the raw talent. Now you got to see it get molded.
Yeah. True. True. Agree with lot of what you said. You know, me and you. You know, we texted about it yesterday, and it's like everybody's gonna poo poo on the kid, and there's gonna be the people to come out. Oh, what I told you so. I told you, and there's gonna be the stands that are like, no, he just needs more time. You know, they're gonna be overly,
Yeah.
sympathetic. Um, me and you know me, I'm just straight. I look at the facts and I lay it out where it is. Just plain black and white. There's no gray. Um, just like you said, he went against pro. He Arch Manning played that game under circumstances I've never seen a quarterback really play his first start. And I know he started the game last year and got some action, but those are throwaway games. This is really his first time starting in the NCAA, where it's like coach gave him the ball. This is you. We riding with you. Let's go. No quarterback that I can remember, especially one who had the expectations that he has played under these circumstances. And you could take, I don't care who you talk about. Remember Ron Paulus, Notre Dame QB, was
Yeah.
supposed to win 4 Heisman's. First game was a layup against a cookie cutter team because that's what Notre Dame does. They're not fathered to a conference,
Yes.
or they're not son to a conference. So he got some cupcake team. This guy, again, revenge game because you just got beat in the playoffs. So you talk about 100,000 in the stadium. What about the couple million at home that are you better win this game or else? You got that. You're on the road uh, on Banner Day because not only is it a revenge game, this team won the national championship. So they're super hyped to come out to this game. You know, they're feeling
Yeah.
disrespected by their number two ranking, feeling they should come into the season ranked number one. You're in their house. You got however many NFL scouts in attendance. We're talking about the Browns brass. They're the only ones. I heard 26 teams are represented. Now, granted, all 26 of those teams don't need quarterbacks, so they weren't all there to see him. There's other talent in this game, but I
Yes.
guarantee you, at least 10 were.
Oh yeah.
um, you got that, and on the other side, to go with the talent that they have on defense is being coached by an NFL level defensive coordinator,
Mhm.
a multi-time Super Bowl winning defensive coordinator. Like people want to act like if Arch Manning, if this was his first NFL start and he were facing Matt Patricia and the New England Patriots, we would say, "Oh, bro, he's gonna have a bad game." Like it's just off rip. Like you can't throw a rookie into that situation. So it's like I went into this game really not expecting much from him. I wanted to see the mechanics. I wanted to see things like you saw him go through progressions. You saw him
Mhm.
step up into the pocket instead of running back away from pressure. You talk about him throwing sidearm too much. You saw him adjusting his arm angles to get throws. It's just like I saw things that I'm still like, yeah, this dude is on pace to be the number one pick. Uh, so Yeah,
I
not
don't
not.
disagree with you on that. He got raw talent like no other. I mean, the
Oh
dude
yeah,
is he's got it
yeah.
all. But I like that you put expectations in there because if you go to the other side, to the other team, you had a freshman quarterback that got handed the ball, that got put in this situation that's never seen a college football at all
Yeah.
stadium against anybody in this situation that went out there and did, he did pretty well in his damn self for what he is. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. The expectations of Manning with the Heisman, with he's the next coming of Jesus in a situation like they're putting him so high on a pedestal that if a toothpick gets knocked, this dude might crumble if situations aren't correct.
Yeah.
But he did exactly what he needed to do. And again, like you said, I mean, I've watched some of those coverages and replay and stuff, and
Mm.
holy shit, dude, that's some shit you don't see. Sometimes you don't see that in the NFL. Like some of the stuff them dudes was doing, like when they were
Yeah.
doing that. What was that? That countertop, man. That
Oh
dude
yeah.
faked out and ran right in. I was like, dude, you don't see
Absolutely.
shit like
Absolutely. And it's like I say, people want to jump on the young man. Do what you do. But let me just remind you of a couple things, man. Hey, everybody's favorite darling who plays right up the road in Cincinnati, Joe Burrow. First collegiate start, 11 for 24, 140 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, 4 rushes for 0 yards. Um, a dude who likes to give his opinion on every quarterback he sees. Mr. Freaky Friday himself, Cam Newton. First start against a real team, 11 for 19, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Like, so people are talking like guys who have expectations. Remember, yeah, Cam had those expectations coming out of Blinn JC, where he just won a national championship, coming to Auburn. Like these guys don't all come out firing.
that. No.
It's a process. So, holler at me like week 8, week 9. Archer's still doing this. Holler at me. But I got a feeling these two teams will see each other down the road. And speaking of that, let's get into the game now. Uh, Buckeyes placed a lot of guys on defense, including the entire defensive line. But I tell you what, man, that D line looked awesome. They came ready to play. Uh, Kind of surprised they couldn't get Smith involved. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know if it was just um, chemistry thing, or I mean, obviously Texas folks know. I'm not gonna take that away. The focus of the whole defense was him, but they just couldn't get the kid going. I know Saying did miss him. I think it was their first possession.
The first
Uh,
possession going down, he was
that
wide
third
open down
third
the
down,
side.
yeah, that third down conversion. Yeah, he missed that, and yeah, I mean, tough matchup because we're looking at the Ohio State side. You're going against the number 1 team in the country in your building, so a little bit of relax because you ain't got the crowd on you, but it's
Mm-hmm.
still the number 1 team in the nation across the field, and they get paid too now. We used to say they got scholarships too now, but they get paid too.
Yeah, everybody get
Uh,
money.
Absolutely, and they came to play, and like you said, it was a great game. I don't mind a good defensive game. Uh,
Not,
I love to see a good defense again. This is it. If they meet again, I expect it to be another one. I expect it to be a little bit more high scoring. I definitely think we get into the 20s again. Remember, there's no preseason in college, so this is your warm up is play the big boys.
yeah, right here, right out the gate, man. Everybody else is playing JUCO football teams, and we come out and do this.
So, what was your first thoughts of your first look at this year's Buckeyes and Longhorns?
Like you just said, we're going to see these two teams, whether it's the championship or somewhere in the playoffs, deep in it, they're going to go at it again, and it'll probably be two totally different looking teams from perspectives of what Arch looks like or what Sayan's looking like, what the offenses of these teams look like, the defenses look like. They're gonna get better, and that's gonna get crazy. Because if those
Yeah,
defenses get better, it's gonna be insane. I mean, because Texas, kind of double covered Smith, but like covered it up so you didn't feel like he got double covered, but he was. There was a guy waiting.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, they knew how to take care of that business, but it was also all right. So that opened it up for other people. But both these teams, man, they look incredible. Texas ain't gonna fall crazy far. I mean, what are they gonna go to? They're gonna switch with the Buckeyes. Was they gonna go 1-3? They're just gonna switch. As Penn State, blew out whoever the hell.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't really drop them. I mean, you can because Ohio State gets dropped. They'd be undefeated and get dropped somehow spots. But yeah, this is gonna be something that we look forward to the end. Like, and you know what I hate? I hate people like, Paul Feinbaum. That bum ass dude. I can't stand him. He straight out game greatest generational athlete since Tim T. Come on, man. Come the hell on with yourself. And they're gonna blow out Ohio State. Oh, Clemson's gonna blow away LSU. Oh, This dude needs to retire, man. He needs to be done talking. Don't be on the shows no more. I don't know. It's ludicrous to hear him talk about some shit. And ever since Bama, Bama's trash. He even said Bama's not national title contenders. They should be higher than 8. This is blasphemy and all this shit. And they get beat. Then they get whooped on. And he's like, what does he got to say now about all 3 of these things you've said? You are wrong about everything.
Yeah, and just to see, I don't know, how do you think it should shake out? We got Texas ain't gonna be number 1 more than likely, and it should be. Ohio State will more than likely jump Penn State. I think Penn State maintains their number 2 ranking. Clemson's got to fall. Yeah, they took the L to LSU.
They definitely got to fall. LSU's got to move up.
Yeah, Brian Kelly, his first opening day win at LSU. Lost his previous 3. Notre Dame took the L, so they're coming down. Of course, Bama. So yeah, how many? That's was that 4 or 5?
Or the top 10.
Top 10, yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of movement. I think your top 5 will probably look Ohio State, Penn State. I think you got to go LSU, Miami. Oregon. Can't forget about Oregon.
And Oregon.
Yeah. Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, LSU, Miami.
And I'm good with that.
And I don't mind Texas falling to 6 or 7. Honestly, I wouldn't even mind them staying above some of those windows. Like, I've always felt funny about the 1-2 loss. Like, I can't blame either team for losing to the other. If you're the 2 best teams in the country, or you know what we say, I can't blame you for losing that game. Like, let's say Texas win that game. I wouldn't even mind if they kept Ohio State at number 2.
Stay the same.
I can't blame you. Right, I can't blame you for losing to the best team. This is why I think they are the best team.
I can't see Texas falling because other teams blew out again. No name schools and stuff like that. Like, they can't. I mean, of course, you're going to put LSU up there to beat Clemson. Miami did what they did to Notre Dame, stuff like that. Like, you got to move them maybe up a little more. But Texas either being 5 or right outside the top 5, you can't. Or even if they did just switch them and say, hey, here's what it is. Cool, then that's what it is. I got no problem with that. Because, again, it's 1-2. This isn't, you lost to some trash team. And this is 1-2 first game of the year type shit. This isn't
exactly
end of the year stuff.
Yeah. But basically, Ohio State fans rejoice. You're going to be number 1. For all intents and purposes, you're going to be number 1. Just rejoice in that. And, we'll see how they move going forward. They got some big games coming up. Hey, speaking of, closing off, we close off on some quarterbacks because I want to ask you a couple of other questions. Underwood, what was your initial thoughts? You see him play?
I mean, he looked good, right? He did some things. He's a big dude. That dude's a big quarterback. Like, he really does eat cheeseburgers and not really give a shit. Like, I just hope he doesn't turn into what's his name from Kentucky. Remember that big ass boy
The
from Kentucky?
battleship.
Yeah, that dude was huge. Just don't be eating too much, turn into that type of shit. But nah, he was a
Yeah,
big kid. He looks good. It looks like finally they got a quarterback that could actually say, "Hey, this is a good quarterback. We're not just going to hand the ball off 500 times and then get that quarterback drafted like JJ McCarthy.
yeah,
We're not going to do that." But
and
yeah, he looked good.
it felt like he was trying not to run. Like, I mean, he had some running lanes that he didn't take. I like the way he kept his eyes down the field.
Mm-hmm.
Kids got to learn some touch. He throws every pass 100 miles an hour. He's
A
got
little
to learn some
finesse on
touch.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 passes he missed just because he freaking gunned it in there. Uh, if he gets some touch, yeah, his development could become real scary, uh, especially on the collegiate level. Quarterback like that.
Oh, yeah.
Whew, Ohio State fans might be feeling blue if he pull it all together. Pun intended. But I was gonna ask you. No, Nebraska's down there to look at Arch, but he ain't the only quarterback that could potentially come out of this year in the draft. There's several guys, and I think most scouts think that like 4 or 5 of them have first round potential. Of those guys, did anybody jump out at you early, or just what guys are you looking at in general?
I like Drew Alar. I liked him last year. I thought if he came out, maybe that was the guy we drafted. That was the guy we
Yeah.
went for, no matter how we did it, because again, he's from Ohio. He knows how to play in this weather. He knows all about this. His family's Browns family, all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But again, he plays what I would consider AFC North football. He's
Okay.
his toughness. He's just his arm. Everything about this kid is good, and if he continues to add on to that and grow even more, I mean, I can't see it's not a miss on this dude at all.
Right.
Sellers, I mean, he was there. He did his thing. I feel like he missed some opportunities, but again, he looks like another one. By the end of the season, adding to what he's doing, he's going to be up there too. Um, what's his last name? Musmeyer or
Nussmeyer. Yeah.
Nussmeyer?
Garrett Nussmeyer. Well,
Garrett
yeah, can't call
Nussmeyer.
him Nuss. Can't call him Nussmeyer. I feel that's racially inappropriate.
Yeah, that's
Nussmeyer.
his, yeah, Nussy, good old Nussy down there in LSU. Yeah, again, he did what he had to do in that game against Clemson, and he
Mm-hmm.
stood tall and brought him right back to it against another quarterback on the other side, Cade Kubiak, who's going to be
Yeah.
another quarterback they're going to be looking at in the top 10, and someone's going to want him. And he battled it out and stood toe to toe with him and did his thing. So, I mean, all three of them guys, I mean, did exactly what they needed to do. Sellers needs to build. Drew and Nussy over here, they look like they're the part. They
Yeah.
look it.
Yep. And I'm gonna tell you what. Well, one, I agree with you 100% on Drew Aller. As a matter of fact, I can't remember if I was on with you guys or I might have been on Bakken show. I was saying what I'd heard last. If he came out last year, we took him at number 2.
I
I
would have
heard
loved it.
that he was their real target. Um, but he messed up the program going back to college. uh, well, I mean, I don't mind, but I mean, hey, I wish he would have came out. You have a year to study under Flacco,
Mhm.
like, hey, but yeah, I like that kid. His use of arm angles. I mean, everybody gives him credit like he only threw to the tight end. Well, his tight end got picked in the top 10. Who would you throw the ball to? Like,
I'm gonna throw
just
that ball
blame
over there. Screw that
right.
guy.
Just blame the kid for not throwing to his wide receivers and throwing to his tight end, who's a top 10 pick in the NFL draft. Uh, some people think could possibly win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Come on, bro. Um, yeah, again, another guy who laid the egg when he had a chance to perform against Notre Dame. But we'll see if he can redeem himself this season. But again, with him, he's another thing. Stats don't matter to me. I want to see has he progressed in going through progressions and getting a little bit more accurate, cleaning up his footwork, things of that nature. Uh, Sellers, I know I'm gonna trigger a lot of people. So I get Anthony Richardson vibes from Lenore Sellers.
I didn't want to
He,
say it. I'm glad you did.
I'll say it. I'll take the bullets.
I'm glad you did
Um,
because I'm like, man, I don't want to get this kid down already in my head because I didn't like Anthony Richardson at Florida, and I can't believe he got drafted where he got drafted, and then
yeah,
everybody's surprised that he's not this dude. I'm like, man, he
right.
didn't look like the dude.
Now, what I will say is, I believe he's better than Anthony Richardson. But from the when I say I get those vibes, I just he's not. He needs to get better as a passer. Now,
Don't be a
I'll
two
say
faced
this.
pony.
I'll even upgrade him. I get Justin Fields vibes. A guy who may have to rely on his athleticism too much, uh, and not be able to get those passes off at the next level. I hope he can turn it around. If there's anybody, he may have to stay for another year. If he, I don't know if he has any more eligibility left, but if it's possible, he may have to stay for another year.
And that's
Nussmeyer,
not
I just go ahead.
and that's not a problem if he's got to stay either. Like
Yeah,
see, and I think that's what Drew might have saw. Like when he laid that egg against Notre Dame, he might have been like, "Hey,
yeah,
I got to work on some things." He probably
mm,
knew he could have been number two coming to us, but he's like, "No, I want to get
yeah,
this 100% down." And he went back and he wanted to win the net. He wanted to do some things for
yeah,
himself. I like that as a quarterback. So hopefully Sellers doesn't look at it like it's a negative thing if people say he needs to go back.
yeah. Nussmeyer, just not a fan. Uh, 6'1". I like my quarterbacks a little bit taller. He's probably the limit, the height limit. Um, but yeah, just nah, not if they drafted him, I would probably cry, real tears. And it was Klubnik out of Clemson. Nah, not a fan of him either.
No,
He
I'm
just
not a
he
fan of
just
him or Nazi either,
uh,
but
he looks like a nerd without his helmet on. He's the red hair. He looks like the lost brother from the Brady Bunch, man.
that's
Uh,
funny.
I'll tell you, a quarterback I was actually looking at, kind of surprised me, was the quarterback from Virginia Tech till he started throwing all those picks. He was he was looking good against South Carolina, and then he hit those massive overthrows. I like from a visual standpoint, I was like, oh, he looks the part. Got good frame. I like his throwing motion, but yeah, you can't be throwing picks like that, kid.
He started forcing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
know a quarterback that I saw. I saw it was Nevada. You know, it was Purdy's
mhm.
brother,
Yeah,
right? And some of the throws he made and his athleticism is insane. Dude,
yeah,
I was shocked. That blew my mind out when I was seeing him move around the way he was in the pocket, outside the pocket. I was like, dude, if he was
he's
actually on a team, like a different team, that might be something different going on over there. But
yeah, absolutely. And I mean, hey, if we get Chano, I mean, more than likely we will go quarterback first round. But hey, if he's hanging around in like the sixth, seventh round,
why
you
not?
know.
Why not?
But yeah, that's that. And yeah, one of those guys could be the week one starter next year. But this year, week one, Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns for the second time in 3 seasons. A couple seasons ago, we spoiled their season opener. Deshaun Watson actually getting the W over Joe Burrow, and we saw how what would be eventually be the best defense in the league that season. Completely shut the Bengals down. We know it was messy, it was rainy, it was soggy, it was Cleveland weather, Cleveland game. This year, Bengals are healthier coming into the season. Burrow's healthy. He still didn't look in the preseason like they thought he was. They sent him out there and he got chased around for a quarter. Uh, about as many questions on the defensive side of the ball for the Bengals as there are on the offensive side for the Cleveland Browns. Who's our running back going to be? Who's going to be our wide receiver 2? Is Tillman going to step up? Who's going to be our wide receiver 3? Is Thrash going to step up and fill that void? Um, But it is what it is. The Bengals get off the slow starts every year.
Hmm.
We'll give our picks later, and but I like the match. I like our chances.
Oh yeah.
Anything? What stands out to you, or what are you looking for? What are you looking to get out of this game coming up Sunday?
You know what? You just said it. Their defense has as many questions as our offense does. I mean, yeah, who's going to be our wide receiver 2, 3? Is Tillman, Thrash, even Malachi Corley, who we just picked up? Is
Mm,
he going to resurge
absolutely
here because he never really got a shot in New York? Isaiah Bond, what's he going to be like?
fair.
They say Junkins is going to sign before the opener. Granted, he's probably not going to play a whole lot, but what's going to happen with our running backs? Is Sampson going to be the lead dog, or is Ford going to take the role until someone beats him out?
Right.
Marshall, the guy that got cut from South Carolina last year, who got cut. Who I can't think of what team cut him, but we took him and brought him in. He had a solid preseason. They didn't look too bad. I mean, we got a lot of questions, but again, they have nobody on their defense besides Trey Hendrickson and Miles Murphy, who they don't play. Their rookie, who had all sorts of problems just trying to sign his contract.
Right.
I'm hopefully looking at that defense to be that defense from a couple years ago because I feel like they can. If Ward and Newsome can be healthy, that defensive line, that front four, and those linebackers look like they're ready. I mean, holy shit! I think the front seven look good. It's a matter of the secondary being shaky because of injuries and stuff. But
Mm.
I do like our front seven, especially Carson. Man, that kid flies all over the field. He just wants to
Oh
hit
yeah.
somebody. He wants to be a part of it all. He don't care if he comes in late and is able to touch somebody. He wants to put his hands all over people. I mean, holy shit, pause on that. But dude, he's just everywhere. He's in the frame every time there's a defensive play. He's there. It's not like he's never not there. But I do. I want to see how our team progresses with that. Like I understand everybody's one win. Well, if that one win's going to happen in week one, there's got to be another win somewhere else that they were talking about because no one thought it was going to be this one. But
Right.
Bengals do start slow. Burrow was running for his life, so is that offensive line shaky still? Who knows what's happening there, and especially against Miles, and then what we got going on. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good game for us to start off with, and I like starting against the Bengals because again, they do start slow, but they also do have the talent to be Super Bowl contenders.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what can happen.
Absolutely. I'm with you. And, yeah, Carson. Call me a homer if you want. I think he can definitely compete for defensive
Oh
rookie of the year. That kid looked amazing in
yes,
preseason. Earned the green dot, which says a lot. Earned the
yep,
green dot as a rookie. Says a lot about his ability to process and his attention to detail and communicate. Admitted that Mike linebacker spot is a big communication spot, so that means he's not afraid to voice himself. Uh,
the best part about him is how he went up through the college rankings. He
yeah,
was a
walked
walk on
on
and did
to
special
All
teams
America.
to this to that. I mean, he went through the progressions, literally went through the progressions and came to what he is now. So it's not like he was just handed something. This dude has worked his entire life for this, and that's what I
Yeah,
love about him.
I mean, since I've been a Browns fan, I would say uh, the premier middle linebacker was Clay Matthews.
Yeah,
We really haven't had a middle linebacker since then. I don't think DeQuell was a middle. I think he was outside, right?
yeah, he was like right.
Yeah, and maybe Schobert. He had a couple seasons where he was solid.
Yeah,
But
Joe
he was
Show
more
was
of a
all right.
coverage guy. Yeah, but this dude looks like he could definitely climb those numbers of Browns linebackers, health permitting, and he just looked like he got it. The only
Mhm.
thing I hate for him is one. I wish we could see this kid play with JOK.
Oh
Uh,
man, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
yeah, yeah. JOK was just hitting his groove, and you put this kid in. And one, I wonder if JOK's health wasn't an issue, would we have drafted him? I like to think that we would to pair the two together. That'd been an amazing linebacking group. Um, I'm excited to see this defensive line. They got after it in the preseason, just like you. Everybody looks solid. Um, and again, having two guys you can depend on in the middle means something. Remember, last time we decided defense, we had Tomlinson controlling the middle of the line, allowing Miles Garrett to do what he did. If Mike Hall can get back to form, no, he's coming off injury. If Graham is what we think he is, can plug that middle. Um, yeah, these guys, we got a bunch of guys that are hungry, and it looks like we have a bunch of guys that aren't going to get caught looking up to Miles Garrett and actually want to compete with Miles Garrett, and that's a huge, that's a big difference. Not coming in just enamored with it. They're learning from him, and especially a guy like Hutchinson. I don't know if Aiden talked about his thing. He went down to Miles to work out and get some work in. Like, yeah, he's like, babe, I'm going to compete, and I love that, man. We know who you are, but that don't mean I can't compete with you. And
Yeah,
so,
be shell shocked at first. Understandable. Yeah. Everybody gonna be like, "Holy shit, look at this dude."
That's Miles Garrett, bro.
And then you be like, walk up to him, shake his hand, and say, "Hey, man,
Yeah,
you the best, but I'm coming for you."
Yeah.
Like, I mean, be like, I'm gonna be right there next to you. They're gonna say my name right with yours.
Yep. Sharenka looks like he's been rejuvenated. So yeah, I'm excited to see what that defensive line could do because I love what I saw from him out of the preseason. Just like you mentioned, looking to see how we use Bond and McCorley. Looking to see if Njoku and Flacco can get that connection going again, and Fannin, Harold Fannin. Looking to see what we can get out of him. I'm hoping we kind of use him like the 49ers use Kyle Juszczyk. Just kind of that chess piece. You just move
utility
around.
player.
Yeah. So he showed out in the preseason in his time. Do have concern for the secondary though. Can't lie. That's
yes.
And it's so upset MJ got hurt. Because if he was healthy, I'd literally I would have 100% confidence in this defense. 100% confidence, but him missing is really, 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 really big. But we'll find out who's who Sunday. He's going against one of the best or one of the premier passing game in the league. The Triple Crown winner, Joe. But like I said, hope their slow starts continue. Hopefully we can get that dub. Hopefully one of these guys in the running back room steps up. I mean, hopefully we can get Judkins on these papers and get him in there and at least play a couple snaps or get suspended, whichever could. Like, what is the NFL? What are y'all gonna do, man?
I can't see him get suspended, man. I can't see him. They didn't suspend Isaiah Bond.
It's the NFL, man. It's like, well, I mean, it was two different things, and basically, in Bond's situation, what I heard is, I'm just like, don't shoot me. He was essentially basically kind of found not guilty to a degree. Like, the circumstances were, it was like, so that's what his situation was. Judkins, the thing was a little bit more it was different because it was a physical assault with the hands versus SA.
Yeah.
And she did have some bruising, so it's like, I don't know. But either way, we talked about it Friday on Audible. This thing, like, do leagues have too much power? Like, it's like, if I'm not punished by law, how am I then going to be punished by my employer?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like,
the prosecutor says he laughed at it and said, "Nah." He's like, "This is what. There's something funny about this whole situation where there's video of her with no bruises, and then all of a sudden in the same time frame she has bruises. Like, nah, there's too much stuff going on here for me to say this guy did anything.
Yeah.
So if he's saying there's something funny going on, come on now. That's got to be the end of it.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, it's a tricky situation. But yeah, just the NFL, like if I'm not punished by law, how can my employer punish me? Because athletes always want to say things towards the average Joe, like, oh, I don't know, come to your job and criticize you, or I don't come down to McDonald's. And for some reason, every professional athlete thinks every normal person works at McDonald's. So,
yeah, they straight downgrade us all the way to the fast food.
Right, I don't know what that's about, but and like no, God, little do you know, yeah, we do get criticized. We get these things called quarterly reviews, and if your review ain't up to standard, you get fired, bro. So yeah, we do get criticized as everyday people.
And there is fans that yell and scream at us or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're in the fast food industry or even the restaurant business, bar business, people are yelling and screaming at you all the time for service, for this, for that.
Bruh.
So yeah, I mean, come on now. Just because you guys get it on a national media level doesn't mean the little guys don't get it too.
Absolutely. But the one thing I will say that plays in their favor is, like, if a situation like this jumps off for an average guy, it's you are let go immediately.
Yeah.
Or you are suspended until it's resolved, and if it's resolved in your favor, you're able to return back to work. People may look at you sideways. It may be uncomfortable, but at least you're allowed to return back to work with no further punishment. And yeah, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that these guys basically fall victim to double jeopardy.
Yeah.
So, and because it can, I mean, you mess with these guys' finances and their livelihood. Like, Ray Rice never played again, and he went on to marry that girl, and they're still married to this day.
Yeah.
Like, what's my guy, the pitcher, Bauer, not Bauer.
Oh yeah, Trevor Bauer.
Yeah,
not guilty.
Yeah, he got a not guilty.
Innocent as hell.
Never playing the majors again. He's playing down in Mexico.
Crazy to me.
Yeah, so
and he even said he would take the veterans minimum. He would take the lowest amount. Bring me in, let me show you, and then you can pay me.
And so I think it's completely unfair these guys fall victim to double jeopardy like that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. And good luck to our Brownies. Get it done down there, or not down. It's a home game, so get it done. Take care of business at home. And before we switch off to everything else, where we at? Where's my graphic? Did I lose it? I couldn't have lost it. I am tripping. Oh, there it is. I just can't read. The rest of the week one NFL schedule, we're going to go through it and give you our picks uno by uno. So we got Dallas kicking off the season Thursday night. Banner night for Philly, celebrating their second Super Bowl win in how long has it been? Like 7 years, or no?
Yeah, 7 years. 18.
It
was 18, right, when they won it the last with Foles?
I don't know. Celebrate whenever they stomped Tom Brady out in the Super Bowl. Dallas, hey, fresh off that Micah trade, I got to rock with Philly in this one, man. How about you?
I agree. There's a lot of question marks over there in Dallas right now, and the main one being the old man in the office. So yeah, I definitely like Philly.
Then Friday, we got KC and the Chargers. That's kicking off from Brazil. No issues with the colors this time. Hopefully, no gang stuff pops up at the stadium. Last year there, everybody's scared in a bit.
Yeah, it was locking everybody down.
Kansas City, redemption. Hey, last time they lost the Super Bowl like they did last year, hey, they came back with a vengeance. We'll see if that happens this year. Year two of Harbaugh for the Chargers. Made some additions and picked up Najee. Also got Hampton.
Yeah.
Picked, so running games look strong. We know Harbaugh likes to run the ball. Yeah, I mean everybody tries to poo-poo on Justin Herbert. Dude threw 3 interceptions last year.
3.
Three. Or an NFL quarterback. That's bro.
That's
Yeah,
Aaron
but
Rodgers MVP stats type stuff.
yeah. Um, if he can take care of the ball like that again, they can establish his running game. As long as they can stay healthy on defense, which I know is an issue for them because they
Yeah.
got guys over there that just can't stay healthy. They could do something, but I don't think they do it. Friday, I'm taking the Chiefs.
I think this is going to be a good ass game. But I do think
I'm
the
with you on
Chiefs
that.
get week 1. But I think it's going to be a good ass game. And I think the Chargers show up, show out, but just fall short.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I do think it's gonna be a good game. Got Tampa going to ATL take on Atlanta. Anybody knows me, I am not a huge fan of Michael Penix. Thus, I am not a huge fan of the Atlanta Falcons being good. Hey, too many weapons down there for Baker. I know Godwin isn't back yet, but you still got Mike Evans. You still got the rook from Mo State. Um, them running backs, yeah, just too much for the Buccaneers. Give me Tampa on the road.
Yeah, I like Tampa too. And this is kind of Penix. Hey, here's the ball. This is all you. There is no questions. There's no ifs and
Yeah,
ands or buts. Hey, use Kyle Pitts, use Drake London, and let Bijan do his thing. But Tampa
absolutely.
does take this one.
All right, and of course, Cincinnati and Cleveland opening up in Cleveland. Bengals get off the notoriously slow start, so and we all know that there are 2 times NFL teams can really steal games, and that's the beginning of the season and the end of the season when the big teams don't care because they're getting ready for the playoffs. I got the Browns winning this at home, just like they did a couple years ago. I think Flacco comes out hot, not wanting to. He's trying to hold them. He's trying to keep them rookies on the bench. So
Hey, you know what? I agree. I think the Browns come storming the field. Flacco does his thing. Judy looks good. They maybe run a 2 tight end set, get Fane and Njoku out there. That defense, Miles gets them rolling. That defensive line doesn't look up, but rolls with Miles and does their
yeah,
thing. I like Cleveland to steal one.
I give you an extra challenge. I'm putting the over under Miles Garrett sacks at 2.5. You taking the over or the under? All
Taking the
right,
over.
he sacked Joe Burrow every single time they played against each other. So
And I'm taking the over. If Joe was running against the Commanders in preseason the way he was, I can only imagine what's about to happen
yeah,
now.
now, not from the Browns, not from the Browns. I mean just Miles Garrett,
Oh
just
yeah,
Miles
no.
Garrett.
The
Okay.
pressure up the middle is going to have Miles just hands all over Burrow paws all game.
All right, Miles Garrett plus over 2.5 sacks. I like it. DraftKings, here I come. Uh, Miami going to Indy, and I think Indy's one of the two. I think they're going to finish really bad. Miami, I just don't know what I'm going to get from Tua. But in this scenario, I like the Dolphins a little bit better. I'm taking Miami on the road.
This is one of these games, man. You got Daniel Jones, or can he be Danny Dimes, show out with the weapons he has over there? Because they got some good
They,
weapons.
they
They
do. They
definitely have
do.
weapons on that offensive side.
They
Like
do.
you said, Tyler Warren, that tight end, Josh Downs, Pittman. You got Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. You got a nice offensive line, and they got a pretty good defense.
It's
You
the
know what?
coaching staff, though.
And that is the issue. But you don't know about Tua. Is Hill and Waddle? What are they? Are they healthy? What's going to happen over there? That defense is kind of. You know what? I'm gonna take the other side of this. I'm gonna take the Colts.
Yeah, fair, fair. In a game, naturally, I will be tuning into as long as it don't interfere with the Browns game. Carolina and Jacksonville. Bryce Young, down the stretch, actually looked like he was deserving
Mm-hmm.
of that top pick. Of course, Jacksonville. Every Browns fan wants to get a look at Travis Hunter, so they can get ready to say we took the wrong guy.
Shit.
uh, Sunshine, this is your last season. You got to show and prove, man. Sunshine is on the clock.
It's
Yeah,
hey, the sun's setting.
uh, this is his make or break year. I don't care what that contract says. You also got B Thompson, second or junior, whatever he is. Duke can ball. Duke can ball. Uh, but I like Carolina to steal one early. And part of this is wishful thinking because I want that Jacksonville pick to be high as possible. I'm going with Carolina.
All right. Putting bias aside, to be honest, I like Carolina. I feel like them trading away Thielen the way they have, maybe they have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
belief in Leggett, and they think Horn is stepping up big time over there on that offense, the wide receiver from Colorado. And they
Mm-hmm.
got talent. It's just a matter of doing the damn job. I mean, Bryce was stepping up big time. That defense didn't look half bad. I like Carolina too. And it's not because I want Sunshine's sun to set, but it's Carolina showing
Yeah.
up a little bit.
Vegas and the Patriots. The Brady Bowl. Yeah, Patriots. Hey, they just put that statue up in the preseason. Plus, everybody knows Tom Brady is a part owner of the Vegas Raiders. Uh, but we know West Coast teams don't travel that good to the East Coast. And actually, the Patriots are my surprise pick to make the playoffs. So I got to go with the Patriots on opening day.
Everything you just said, I agree with because I picked them to make the playoffs too. That was one of my
Hey,
things where I think they're that team that does it. I think Henderson's going to be good. I think Drake May steps up. Everybody's down on Diggs because of what's been going on with him, but I think it's revelation time. This dude's going to become huge again, and you're going to see it with a young Drake.
yeah, big news out of there is they released Jabril Peppers. Hey Browns,
Yeah,
we need safety, man. He does
you
need a
want to do
man
that
man.
again?
I was disappointed when they traded him, man. I was sold that trade will always. I was happy, but I felt if they hadn't done it, I would have been good too because we could have drafted DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. Arizona going down to New Orleans, take on the Saints. The Saints, a lot of people had the Saints down as the worst team in the league. Regardless of what you think about the Cardinals, hey, they got some talent down there. The question is,
Mm-hmm.
can they bring it all together? Going Arizona on the road.
If there's another team that has as many question marks as we do with certain things, it's New Orleans. They don't
Yeah.
know what the hell they're doing with the quarterback. They're drafting a quarterback every year saying he's the guy. Their offense doesn't know what's going on. Are they trading Olave? Are they trading Kamara? What the hell's going on there? You got a rookie head coach. Arizona with Kyler Murray. Little man better start doing things. Marvin Harrison's got a show out now. He didn't really have a good freshman year. Now he's got to step up in his sophomore year. You got Trey McBride. And to be honest, James Conner's great, but I think Trey Benson behind him might be the guy at the end of
Hmm.
the season. I like the Cardinals too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You still got that man down there, Buda Baker, roaming the
Buddha.
secondary.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh and the Jets. Hey, Justin Fields revenge game. I don't think so though, man. I think T.J. Watt been trying to put hands on him for a whole year. You know, like the great Lawrence Taylor said, they asked him in an interview one time. He's like, "What quarterback did you not sack? Did you want to sack the most?" And he said, "Phil Simms, because we were never allowed to touch him." Okay, TJ and Heisman those board remember they went a whole preseason without being able to touch Justin Fields, and now they can. Look out! Give me Pittsburgh in week one.
I think it's the same way the other way around though, because you had Aaron Rodgers over
True,
there, and
true.
that defense. To be honest, I thought the defense could have been top five last year, but
Hey,
everything changed. But they have the players to do it, and I'm going to ride with the Jets. I think Fields and Wilson's connection is pretty strong, and I like
okay.
Brees Hall to get that comeback. Like, hey, hold on, last year was crazy year. We're gonna come on back on this one.
I like it. I like it. New York Giants versus Commanders. I think this is going to be a surprisingly good game. I'm
Yes,
not big on the Giants, but I am big on that front seven. That front seven is nasty.
yes,
I want to
yes.
see what they can do against Jake Daniels. Is he going to have that sophomore slump? We don't know, but this is definitely a good test for him. But overall, Commanders just too talented. I like Washington to get it done at home.
I agree. Look, to the front seven for the Giants is just whole. You don't want to
Yeah,
see them. The only thing good
yeah,
about
yeah,
that is once their offense comes out, you can breathe because you don't know. I mean, yes, they got neighbors. You got Tracy and Scatterbro in the backfield, but you're like, man, what's going to happen over there? Who's throwing the ball until they get Jackson Dart out there and the dude
mm,
starts playing meaningful snaps? Yeah, I feel like it's all about their defense, and I don't think it can be a defense like the Ravens with Russell Wilson and drag them all the way to the
yeah,
Super Bowl. I do want to see if Jaden has that sophomore slump because there is a couple quarterbacks. I mean, Drake's in his sophomore year, Bro
yeah.
Nix. You got some guys in their sophomore year. So what's going to happen? But yeah, I like Washington.
When do you see we think? When do you think we see Jackson?
Man, I don't know. I feel like the Giants need to do something they've never done, and they need to listen to the coach. They don't ever listen to the damn coach, but they always ride with where they put the money at. But I mean, dude, Dart was the coach's pick. The GM liked it. They all went with it. They showed a whole document on how the process went with getting Dart and grabbing
Mm-hmm.
the guy they wanted. Russell starts fluttering. It'll be real quick. They'll throw Jackson out there because he looked good in the preseason.
He did. He did. All right, from one rookie to another. Uh, Tennessee, Cam Ward, first start career, versus the aforementioned Bro Nix. The best thing Bro Nix has going for him, that defense, man. Denver's defense is legit. I personally think the defense is going to have kind of a down year, just not this week. uh, yeah, this is one. And this is one of those. This is just like Arch, like Cam. You just got an
Yeah.
unfavorable matchup for your first start, man. I don't expect him to look good. That doesn't mean I think he's a bad quarterback who's going to have a bad rookie year. It's just that defense was built to shut down quarterbacks. That secondary is real, led by the reigning defensive player of the year, Patrick Surtain. Do you know how good you have to be as a corner to get defensive player of the year? Yeah, give me the Broncos at home.
I agree. I don't see Cam Moore doing a whole hell of a lot. I don't think Tennessee does a whole hell of a lot this year, period. But Bro Nix finally got some weapons. Marvin Mims stepped up.
Yeah.
Cortland Sutton's there. I love that they brought Evan Ingram in. I think that's huge to have a nice tight end that you can rely on that's done it in multiple spots in his career.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins being there, if J.K. can be J.K., because I mean, last year he didn't do too bad as a Charger. And you
True.
also got R.J. Harvey as a rookie coming from Miami, right? Is that where R.J. came from?
Yeah.
Or no, that was Martinez, right? No, Harvey came
Yeah.
from there.
Harvey.
And I like what they did and their defense. They may take a little step back because I mean they were, whew, boy, that defense was crazy. But you got Wolf and
Yeah.
Batonio in the front seven.
Oh
You got
yeah.
Sertain in the back. I mean, gosh, and Sean Payton's just going to bring this team along each year. It's not going to go backwards. They're
I swear
young, so they're going to get
I
better.
hate Sean Payton so bad.
I think this is the rejuvenation of him, though. It's a turnaround on what he's done to do it differently because he wasted a lot of time with Drew Brees and the talent he had there. I don't think he wants to do that shit again, to where he
True.
just
True. True.
nonstop has talent and it just went to the trash. But I like Denver in this one big time.
All right, 49ers going up to take on the 12th man up in Seattle. Uh, hey, first start in Seattle for man, I'm terrible with names today. What's my quarter? Sam Darnold. That's my quarterback.
Yep, Sammy Darnold.
Um, San Fran. They're also question marks, man.
Mm-hmm.
A a lot of people gone. Hafanga is out of there. Debo is out of there. Ayuk's not available. Ayuk won't be back till what, November maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is CMC healthy? If he is healthy, can he stay healthy? Like we just a lot of questions. Is Brock Purdy real, or does he need all the toys and bells and whistles? We don't know. What I do know is Seattle could run the ball. Their front seven, 1 year more experience. I love their secondary. Um, and Sam Darnold is once again an improve it situation. Give me Seattle in week 1 at home.
This is going to be another good game, I think. It's a division game.
Yeah.
CMC, they're saying he's healthy. He looks healthy. I like the fact that they brought Brian Robinson Jr. in to back him up just in case some shit goes sideways there because he's a
Yeah.
quality back. The dude can hold his own, and you're right. The defense lost pieces, so the defense got weaker. And what they've done, they drafted for that. But you got, you know, Juan Jennings, Ricky Purcell out there. George Kittle might finally, and I thank God for this, finally be used the way he should be used because he could be the top tight end in the league if he's actually used. But I'm going to go with you, though. I'm going to think Seattle takes this one just because they're at home. Cooper Kupp's coming off injury, but I think he's going to be great against JSN on the other side. They do have the run game, and their defense is young, and they're hungry.
Absolutely, absolutely. Detroit Green Bay. I think this is going to be the game of the week. In Lambeau Field, Jordan. A lot of people. Jordan Love is sleeper for MVP. I think I saw the odds this morning. I think he's 14-1. So he kind of has the most favorable betting odds. He's sixth. He's got some shiny new toys. This is young receiving core. Can they be consistent? Josh Jacobs, you got the running game out there. Just got Michael Parsons show up that defense. The front office basically saying, "Hey, we're all in on trying to win this championship." Can those young receivers be difference makers? That's the only question. And obviously, can Jordan Love stay healthy? He got hurt week 1 last year and kind of really wasn't right for the whole rest of the season. Can we keep him upright? Can we keep him healthy? And can those receivers be difference makers? But week 1 division game, like I want to go with Detroit so bad. I think I am, man. Too much Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs starting now. Dude had 2,000 yards total offense as a backup. I gotta go with Detroit, man.
Yeah, this is going to be a good game, too. Again, another division game. Jay Love's fingers injured. Is he going to be fully good? Micah Parsons going to have to get a shot for his back to play. I mean, I think Matthew Golden was a great pick. Finally, they got a first-round receiver over there.
Yeah, Aaron
and
Rodgers is pissed.
They said they needed a number 1 receiver and an edge rusher. You got them both now. So what's going to happen? But I agree. I think week 1, everybody healthy on that defense because they had, 12 starters on the defensive side or 12 players defensively that were just hurt. I mean, it was insane what they've done without that. But now everyone's back. They look like they're all right. You got Sonic and Knuckles still back there. David Montgomery still over there. Yeah. So, I mean, Gibbs might be starting, but you still got to worry about Montgomery coming out that backfield. Laporta, Williams, and Amon-Ra. Yeah, I think it's going to be too much to handle week 1, but I think it's going to be a good-ass game.
Yeah, James on. I'm looking for him to take a huge leap. Houston going to LA, take on the Rams. Talk about sophomore slumps. CJ Stroud's a little bit down in his sophomore year. Not a complete falloff, but there was a difference in those numbers. Touchdowns down, interceptions were up, yardage was down. But I like Houston, a lot of talent. They picked up Nick Chubb. Everybody's saying he looks good, and it's kind of looking Nick Chubb-ish. The Rams feel they're like everybody's darlings every year, and everybody is in love with the whiz kid Sean McVay. Matthew Stafford's going through it with his back, but they do have things to like. Can Devontae? What version of him are we gonna get? The kid Jared Verse on defense, savage. Of course, Puka, but is it gonna be Stafford or is it gonna be Jimmy G? That frightens me.
You're in the playoffs or you're way out of it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go with Houston, man. Just they hungry over there. That defense ain't nothing to play with. Yeah, give me them for the steal one on the road.
I agree. I mean, Stroud did have a little bit of a dump off in his sophomore year. But again, he lost a lot of talent as wide receivers got hurt. And he still did what he did with losing talent on the wide receiving core and still went to the
Yeah.
playoffs and everything. And Chubb is looking good. Even though they might lose Mixon for the year, you got Chubb, Damian
Mm.
Pierce, and Woody Marks, the rookie. You brought in Knowles,
Yeah.
the rookie wide receiver. You got Nico. I mean, tight ends Cade Stover and Schultz. I mean, yeah, they added to that team. They kept adding to it. And
Yeah.
again, the difference really is Stafford going to be able to stay upright and stay on the field? Is that young defense going to continue to move? Is Braden Fisk going to step up even more? Verse going to do his thing? How's Adams going to do on the other side of Puka, which I think he'll be absolutely okay. But they still got some questions there too, but I like Houston too.
And two more left. Baltimore going into Buffalo. Um, brand wise, probably the biggest matchup of the weekend. Two former MVPs. Uh, kind of, let's just face it. Two of the, in the AFC, this is Texas, Ohio State.
Yeah,
For all intents and purposes.
it is.
Um, yeah, I'm looking for a brutal game. I'm looking for Buffalo to take it. And I think this will be the second best game of the weekend, and I think it's gonna be one of those ugly games, somewhere like maybe 21-17, 21-20, something like that. Josh and Lamar going at it, and I think whoever has the ball last wins. So
I agree with you. And I feel like Buffalo's going to be that team that does win this game. They finally got James Cook under contract, gave him his thing.
yeah,
They've finally been using him. Last year they used him. Wow, we got a running back there. We can hand the ball off. Look what happened. Josh Allen's MVP. Great. Now do it again. Their defense, they added to. They've done more with it. And, yeah, they look like they can just do it again. And not to mention that rivalry uniform that they came out with. Holy shit. Boy, that thing is sick.
yeah,
Like, I
fire.
want to get one now, and I don't even care whose name's on it. That shit looks nice. I'm going to get me a mini helmet signed by somebody over there because that helmet is nice looking.
Yeah,
Baltimore, again, it's that perennial powerhouse type thing going on. But I do think Buffalo gets it. They're at home, new stadium, all that other stuff going on over there. But, yeah, I like Buffalo.
and then closing it out, I don't know how the Vikings and Bears on Monday night. Um, like yeah, JJ. I am interested to see JJ. I want to see what he
Mm-hmm.
can do. I liked him coming out of college. A lot of people were like, "Oh, he shouldn't have been a first round pick." The Vikings I like JJ coming out of college, man. He was asked to do what he did in college.
Yeah.
Like we don't know if he could have been one of those guys. Harbaugh I just need you to do this, kid, and he did it all the way to a national championship. So I can't blame him.
Yeah.
um, all he's got to do is throw the ball to 18. Easiest job in the world. 18 puts his hand up. Just put it right there. Um, you got to run a game. Of course, Addison suspended for the first three.
Yes.
And Minnesota always plays stout defense. Uh, hate to be that guy once again. I'm not a huge believer in Caleb Williams. I know the Bears have surrounded him with everything he could need. Uh, to, I think the Bears are going to be a great team to play on Madden. Like you want to start a
Yes.
franchise in Madden, pick the Bears, and yeah, you're off and running. But in real life, like this all-star team stuff does not work. To me, that's what it feels like they're doing. They're just picking up all the pretty pieces, hoping that their quarterback is who they think he is. It's like, no, you have to make your quarterback that. Uh, Give me Minnesota. Go in Chicago and get the dub on Monday night.
I'm with you about Williams. I was calling him a bust beforehand. I wasn't big on him. I wasn't high on him. I wasn't thought he was there. I feel like you say the quarterback needs to make those pieces pretty. The pieces don't need to be pretty and try to make him the
Right.
quarterback. He's got to be the guy that polishes them pieces and makes them right. And they're doing it the wrong way. They might have added some good pieces. Loveland, I love him as a tight end to help
Mm-hmm.
Williams out. But I'm not a fan of Chicago with everything they're doing. I've already seen videos of the temper tantrums being thrown by Williams. I've seen Ben Johnson and him going at it. You've already seen all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I do want to see JJ because, like you said, he was asked to do simple stuff in Michigan and now he's in the pro. So now can he amplify and showcase
Yeah.
what he can do more? Because he's going to have to. You got the Jet out there. You got TJ Hawkinson. They brought in Adam Thielen, who knows the system, who's been in there, in and out, a proven veteran, who was even doing it over there in Carolina when they were trash. So now you have the team. You got the running backs, Mason. You got Aaron Jones over there. You got a line. You got a defense. Let's see if you can be the proven guy to make this happen. I do like Minnesota, though.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, there you go, folks. That's our picks for week 1. You don't like it, cry about it. You know. And if you lose money, don't blame us. We guarantee nothing. We certify nothing.
No.
Yeah, we almost at that time trying to get out. Just a couple more things to talk about before we get out of here. We told y'all we had a big one for you. Ooh, pause. We told you we had a big show for you. There you go. And talk a little Guardians. Like I say, man, we said earlier, the season's already over. We know it. Their chances of making a wild card slim to none, and Slim is like packing his bags and heading out the door. But over the last couple of weeks, some of the youth, Parker Messick, debuted, and he's made 2 starts. Dudes look super impressive.
Yes.
CJ Kafis has been doing this thing for a while. He's looked impressive, and all we're waiting to see is the young man on the righty screen, Travis Bazana, number 1 overall pick at second base. We're just waiting to see what he offers. Now, with the season being what it is, a lot of people don't believe that they're going. A lot of people believe Quan will probably get traded in the winter. I hope he doesn't. I hope they give him his money for fandom's sake. To say they pay him.
Mm-hmm.
You come back. Manzardo has taken the lead this year. Jose is Jose. Quan is Quan. You add these 3 guys to that fray, and so Bazana is what we think he is. He's finally that linchpin at second base, because second base and short have just been a revolving door of whatever.
Hit or miss.
Are you optimistic about 2026? Looking at the young talent, that's been on display so far.
I'm going to go into 26 looking like, hey, we're young. We're going to see what happens. We've seen some of what they can do, but now let's get a whole season in. I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, playoffs, World Series. Hey, let's get some experience here. First and foremost, I'm going to buy that Akron Rubber Duck jersey, I think, because look at that thing. That thing's crazy looking. I just want one just to have one. But yeah, bring these guys in, let them play. Let's see what we got. Pay Quan, keep the team young and fresh, and let Ramirez and let Jose do his thing. Hey, mentor these dudes, bring these dudes along. Let this young coach, do everything that needs to be done. Again, let's not put the expectation of it's playoffs, World Series, bust type stuff. Let's just say, hey, let's get the team rolling. That way we could be like the Tigers. I mean, look what the Tigers did. I mean, they just flipped it.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were trash. Let the young guys play. And all of a sudden the next year, bam, they World Series bound type stuff. Yeah. That's exactly what we need to do. Bring the young guys up, let them play. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, and I hate that. I don't want to be that guy giving comparisons, but Parker Messick, he is a lefty. Scooble's a lefty. He did. And I'm a novice baseball. I'll be fair. I haven't seriously paid attention to baseball in quite some time. But he looked like he could be our Tariq Scooble. Like his stuff wasn't overpowering. Scooble's definitely got a better heater than he does, but dude showed good command. He had enough power on that fastball to get it by some people, and like he wasn't afraid of the moment. So he's not afraid of this moment. Maybe we could finally get Bybee up. I hate Tanner Bybee so much. Ne- Never thought he was an ace. Never, like, what were they thinking? Uh, but yeah, I'm optimistic, man. Hopefully, I know they're saying Bazana probably won't get called up because it starts the con whatever. Find that they're only gonna pay him anyway. Why not start the clock?
Yeah.
Uh, but I think they're saying we probably won't see him till like May of next season. But we got him. We got the pitcher that we got in the trade. Who did we trade? Bieber trade.
Yeah.
The pitcher we got back, who's top prospect. So yeah, man, I'm looking to see. They've gotten me They've gotten me like 35% invested for 2026. We'll see if they can bring me in the rest of the
You
way.
brought the young guys in. Let the young guys play. Baseball's different than anything else because you got a farm league that goes all the way down to like single B or some crazy dumb shit.
Right.
Let these young dudes play. You're gonna pay them. They're right there ready. Put them out there. Let's see what they got. I mean, again, it's not throwing the season away because you're grooming the young guys to be professionals against professionals.
Right.
So do it.
Yeah. And it's like I know they did the thing where they honored the '95 team, and while that was supposed to be like a joyous day, it kind of just pissed me off because it just reminded me of like the teams that we used to have.
Yeah.
Like we had teams where we had like 5 guys giving you 25 plus homers. We we had like
300.
4 guys on the team hitting 30 home runs. But you had Manny, Albert, Tommy, we just had hitters and pitching to go with it. Like just
Yeah.
good
And this
teams.
wasn't
And
off
it's
the
like,
wall pitching. This was good pitching.
yeah. And now we're just like literally the only player on this roster who could play on those teams is Jose Ramirez.
Uh-huh.
And honestly, I don't even know if he starts. Like I don't even know if he's an everyday player on those teams.
Yeah, it's going to be rough to find a spot because you got to think all the positions are filled.
Yeah. And that's crazy. Like, yeah. But Indians again, I hope this is the year that they're supposed to transfer ownership or whatever, give up majority. I hope that is true. Because the young guys had, like I said, they got me 35% invested. Ownership, you need to do the rest.
Yeah.
But to a team that actually doesn't mind spending the resources, uh, they just get hit with bad news. You know, we talked a couple weeks ago. We were looking at the schedule about how it feels like the universe is rolling out the red carpet for the Cavs to compete for a championship legitimately. And then, of course, the universe loves a good joke. Uh, we already know Darius is gonna miss, probably not be back to about December. Max Strus has surgery, and he's gonna miss about 3 to 4 months potentially. Now I've heard 2 things. I've heard people say that they've had this surgery and they've been back in like a month and a half, or relatively quick. I've heard people say they had this surgery and have been out longer than the 3 to 4 months anticipated. This big Ron, dude, you are a Falcons fan and a Spurs fan. We not.
How the hell are you a Falcons and a Spurs fan?
He's one of those Southern people born in a place without a team, so they're just allowed to
Oh, he's just nitpicking teams.
latch on to whatever bandwagon
Vic era
is available.
Jimmy Duncan. Yeah, all right.
But yeah, now that we know Strus is going to be out, Strus was more than likely going to be the starting small forward. Dude, what kind of impact you think this injury has?
I mean, it does impact us because now it makes our bench different. You know, you're gonna have to switch some players around, move them around, bring in Hunter, let Hunter start, that like needs to happen now. So now our bench gets less power. But I mean, there's some guys out there we could probably go grab.
Yeah.
You know, we could add pieces, make moves. What does it say?
He said bandwagon. There's footage of me rooting for the Spurs in '99. Ask my mama.
No, we ain't calling you no bandwagon. We just said, how the hell are you a Falcons fan and a Spurs fan? That's like crazy apart there. But no, you was part of '99 when they got good. Good job. I mean, that's when they did their thing. They started getting their groove. The Spurs got their groove back, man.
Yeah, that kind of does sound like bandwagon.
But yeah, injury is gonna hurt us. Darius being out, I mean, that's a big thing. But I think Strus is even bigger because what he adds and how it'll change the bench. Darius being out doesn't change the bench like Strus's injury does.
All right, give you a pass. Send military.
All right. See, yeah, that's what I said. I was just wondering how it came like that, but I understand you moving around a lot.
Yeah, I'm with you. The only thing I think that I'm hoping that in preseason or camp, perfect scenario for me would be Jalen Tyson earns those minutes. I think you start Jalen Tyson and keep Hunter off the bench to keep that scoring punch. Because again, Jalen Tyson, dude, the first game he ever started, he pulled off a double-double. He had 16 points, 11 rebounds.
Yeah, he looked good.
Ever start, yeah. And again, he's a guy. He gives you another guy who can handle the ball. He can play make, and he's one of those people that just finds the ball. Like, he's a great rebounder for his position. So, like him and Craig Porter Jr. I
like Craig Porter a lot.
Yeah, and it's just dude's 6 foot at best, and legitimately average 3-4 rebounds a game.
Even the rookie Proctor, I mean, you throw him in there in the mix. Jeez.
Yeah. So I'd like to see you start Tyson, keep Hunter off the bench, and see how that.
That's not a knock. That's not a slight to Hunter. That's just he's the bench man. Like he's that dude that controls that aspect.
He
can start on teams. Trust me, that boy's good.
Yeah. Him coming off the bench, I know I got 20. Yeah, that's what I do. I know I got 20. If you start him, I don't know if I had that 20. Like I now have to scramble and put together that 20. But if I got him, and I know when Donovan goes to the bench, DeAndre can get a bucket. So I think it's now. If there wasn't already pressure on him, this definitely puts more pressure on Mobley to do. You got to turn up. You got to turn up. You gotta. We need 6 more points. We need 4 more rebounds.
This is that red carpet snag. Like you got the red carpet, you walking down it, you have that stumble. Now, do you fall or do you regain your balance?
Yeah. This is Celtics have a bounce back year. You know that their best player ain't playing.
Celtics ain't doing shit.
In the East, Atlanta beats Cleveland in the playoffs this year. Yeah, you know Jason Tatum's out for the year, right? And Jaylen Brown's coming into the season
the Hawks ain't doing
nothing. The Hawks they beat the Knicks. That's their thing.
And not only is Tatum gone from the Celtics, they lost key players, man.
Yeah.
Key players. Drew Holiday was key for them, whether people want to understand that or not. He was a key player.
He was a part of the thing that helped keep us down. That all the size that they had in the backcourt.
Exactly.
Now you ain't got that. So even if Tatum was back,
I still think it's rough. Yeah, Pritchard ain't the guy. That's good. I don't feel like they're going to give him more minutes, and they're going to show the weakness there.
So I got to put some Trey Young love in the chat. Oh yeah, I hate Trey. I don't even. The thing is, I don't even hate Trey Young. I'm just honest about who he is. He doesn't play winning basketball, and bro, the highlight of your career can't always be winning in the Garden. That's literally the only thing you've ever done. won in the Garden.
He
So
beat the
like,
Knicks.
yeah, that is the highlight of your career. He beat the Knicks in the Garden, and at the time it was bravo, but you can capitalize on that. You didn't after you just faded away after that.
I feel
Now
like
the
he needs a
next
resurgence on another team. He needs to go somewhere else.
true, honestly, I would not mind like if we traded Darius Garland. I honestly wouldn't mind if we traded for Trey Young.
I take him.
And that just shows you, big brother. Like because then he'd be in a situation where he'd be forced to play winning basketball. He'd be forced to make the right play for the team instead of the right play for him.
Yeah. It's not all
And
on his
get
shoulders anymore because he's got
yeah,
players that he can say, hey, these guys can do it.
yeah, and he wouldn't be the best player on the team, so it takes that away. Like yeah, but in Atlanta, it's time has ran its course. They need to look for those. It's Jalen Johnson's team now. That dude can hoop.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm with. That was a perfect analogy. Glad to, Strus's injury is the snag in the rug in the red carpet.
Yeah. Now, if you gonna fall on your face and all the cameras gonna see it, or are you gonna bounce back up and make it smooth as hell?
I like it. Hey, that's that, man. It's gonna be a rough start to the season. Hopefully, they can still hold it down. Everything's still in their favor. Just universe, no more. That's it. Take a
Hey,
break.
don't be like that insurance commercial with the dollar bill. Oh, almost
Right,
now.
right. We got enough on our plate right now. Go bother the Clippers. Go bother the Clippers. All right, man. Yeah, it's about our time. A little bit over time, but we got everything in we need to get in. Uh, what you got for the folks so we get out of here, bro?
Hey, tomorrow, Sports Madness. Me, Jay, Scully will be there. We'll be going up, giving our week one predictions, giving season MVP, giving the awards out, what we think is going to happen, and everything. We're going to have 2 hours of just craziness talking about it all. Come join us at the Man Cave 8172 over on YouTube. Thursday, you got Off the Rails, where we'll talk about Philly and Dallas and what is to come with that game. Open mic comes back Saturday or Sunday night, where we talk everything, anything, and not sports. And then the flight will go off, where Scully talks all about his Philadelphia Eagles and how they won the Super Bowl and says, I'm going to put it to rest. We won it. It's done. Let's go get another one.
Let me say real quick. Super Bowl winner. Who's winning the Super Bowl? See, man, that's you gotta check in. We did this on our Thursday night show last week. Um,
Who do you got?
as I picked Buffalo. I got Buffalo over the Commanders.
Ooh, I like that. 2 new teams. I like that.
Buffalo breaks the curse against one of the teams that beat them during the curse.
You know what? I like Buffalo being there, but I think Philly goes back to back.
Mm.
I like Philly
Okay.
going back to back. Again, that defense is young, but it's getting stronger, and they're growing. They lost a couple pieces, but I feel like they're going to be all right in that offense. I mean, you got to stop it. It's going to be tough. Everybody has to say what they say about Jalen, but
So that's spicy.
I mean, Buffalo and the Commanders, I wouldn't mind seeing it. See, that's something I wouldn't mind. My hot take on the season is I don't know if KC makes the playoffs.
Wow. If
But
they
that's
don't make the
because
playoffs.
I feel like Denver and LA do their due diligence. I like Denver to win the division, but I think the Chargers start to make moves and make things happen.
I'm gonna definitely have to get back with you on that one, man. Make the
They might do 3
playoffs.
teams like they did last year, but again, that if New England's going to make it with Buffalo, you got Baltimore and Cincy in. You got to have the Texans in. I mean, it only leaves for 2 coming out that division then. So I don't know.
He said, "Nah, that's super spicy." Oh, make that big. I'll do that later. Fix that later. Anywho, uh, yeah, definitely. So yeah, check out the Man Cave. They got a lot going on over there. A lot of different programming for you to check out. Me, you can catch me actually Wednesday. I'll be on with Professor Omar Ball and Buzz. I'll be on them with their season preview on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then of course Thursday, catch me and Wildcard Mar with our Thursday night post game show about 10 to 15 minutes after Thursday night football ends. And then of course you can catch us on Friday with the original Audible Sports Podcast, Sports Meets Life and Culture. And on that one, we'll be giving you 20 our list of 20 people we think could potentially perform at Super Bowl halftime. So yeah, look out for that. And of course, next Monday, catch us right back here at 216. Me and Big Mike, GameTime216, celebrating a great Browns victory over the Bengals, and hoping that Arch Manning looks better so everybody can stop talking about him. Other than that, before we get out of here, do us the biggest favor. Go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, turn your notifications on so you know the next time that we're here talking all things Cleveland all day. Other than that, man, hey, I'm Bobby G, the homie Big Mike. Catch y'all later. Peace.
Keep your feet pumping. You gotta run through it. Down.